North Carolina historically has two wildfire seasons: spring wildfire season, which we're currently in. It runs March through early May, and then we have fall wildfire season, which we typically see October through early December. So in regards to spring wildfire season, we did get it started a little bit earlier this year. Hurricane Helene storm damage is certainly a new challenge for us this year, and conditions were a little drier than normal earlier in the year. Instead of those drier conditions picking up in March when we typically see in conjunction with spring wildfire season, those dry conditions, we started to see those in January and February as well. So we started to see some wildfire activity pick up in those months. And so right now, with hurricane storm debris as well as the prolonged dry conditions earlier this year, we're seeing a number of wildfires across the state, but in particular, western North Carolina. Yeah, so we have a number of wildfires burning across the state. We have a couple in eastern North Carolina. We are currently buttoning up one in central North Carolina in Stokes County. That Goinstown Road fire is 95% contained, so that one is just about out. But the more critical need right now is western North Carolina. We currently have a three wildfire complex burning in Polk and Henderson County. That three wildfire complex consists of the Black Cove fire, which was the first wildfire to ignite last Wednesday, the Deep Woods fire, and the Fishhook fire. Those are the three fires that make up the complex in Henderson and Polk counties. The Fishhook fire is 199 acres in size and 69% contained. So that's the fire where we've made the most progress, and that fire is in the best shape at this time. Black Cove and Deep Woods currently are each more than 2,000 acres in size and still sitting at 0% containment, largely due to the fact that they're inaccessible. They're difficult to get to. Those two fires are burning in heavy down debris as a result of Hurricane Helene. So the same fuels that are available right now for those wildfires to spread quickly are the same fuels and debris piles that are posing accessibility issues for first responders. So that's certainly a new challenge that we have not had to navigate in the past during spring wildfire season. A lot of roads and access points that we could previously use in the mountains. Some of them are covered in storm debris. Some of them have been damaged or they're currently inaccessible. Some of them have been washed away and removed altogether. They're no longer there. So we're having to utilize bulldozers where we can to open up some new roads and access points to get emergency responders into these hard to reach areas. But heavy equipment traditionally is limited in western North Carolina just due to the steep mountainous terrain, the cliff sides that we deal with every year when dealing with wildfires in the mountains. We typically have to depend on more hand crews. When people think of fire, they think of a flame length. They think of an orange-red flame length that's actively burning. And yes, we have that, but we'll reach a point sometimes in wildfires where we no longer have active flame lengths, but the fire is still active because there's heavy heat in a particular area. So think of when your campfire is going out or your grill is on the way out. You have those briquettes and coals that are, you don't have the active flame, but it's still there's a lot of heat smoldering and smothering in that fire area. They need to call 911 immediately and report it as they would any other emergency. That's the first step. Calling 911, and then the 911 dispatchers are going to dispatch the local North Carolina Forest Service resources as well as local fire departments and volunteer fire departments to the area. The North Carolina Forest Service is the lead agency for wildfire response, but here in North Carolina, many times our wildfires do threaten homes and they threaten structures. And so the partnership between the North Carolina Forest Service and the local fire departments is extremely important, because while the North Carolina Forest Service is geared towards wildland suppression tactics and initial attack, those local fire departments, they are the experts when it comes to structure protection. So simply put, that's kind of how we work together. The use of unauthorized drones near or around a wildfire is prohibited. For First and foremost, as I mentioned, it's illegal. So there are some pretty significant financial penalties that come with unauthorized drone usage near or around a wildfire. However, um, and more importantly, it's detrimental to our overall emergency response. If there is a drone flying or operating in the area of aircraft, then we are going to have to remove our aircraft from the area out of safety for our pilots. Drone usage interfere with our pilots to do their job. So, and it jeopardizes their safety. We're drawing from ponds, whatever we can draw from quickly, we draw from. In a lot of cases, it's lakes and ponds, but sometimes we do use a foam mixture, which kind of helps pack it in a little heavier, and it helps cool the surface quicker. And well, the first thing that they can do right now is respect the burn ban that's in place. We currently have a statewide ban on all open burning across the state. So all 100 counties are included in this burn ban, which is designed to reduce, if not eliminate, the number of human-caused wildfires. Here in North Carolina, 99% of our fires are caused by human activity. Nearly half of those wildfires are due to backyard burns that get out of control. Essentially, backyard burns, debris burns that escape and become wildfires. And so the fact that 99% of our fires are caused by human activity translates to the majority of our fires being avoidable. And that's just the simplest way to address it. And so folks right now, there's three things that they can do. First and foremost, right now, is respect the burn ban. No one should be doing any open burning at this time. That includes campfires, fire pits, debris burns. None of those things should be happening right now while this burn ban is in place. So we need folks to adhere to that. But secondly, from the prevention standpoint, with people being the leading cause of wildfires in the state, they have all the power and the opportunity to reduce those wildfires by just making better decisions. Fireworks, campfires, debris burns, machine and vehicle use, these are some of the common causes of wildfires. Yeah, it's a great question. It all goes back to Smokey Bear and his wildfire prevention tips. Smokey Bear uses the drown, stir, drown, feel method, where when your fire is done, whether it's a campfire or debris burn, you need to soak the area with water, and then you need to use a hand tool such as a rake or shovel to stir the contents, turn the soil over a little bit, and then keep spraying it and keep turning that soil over until the area is cold. If your area is not cold and to where it is cold to the touch, it's safe to touch it, then your fire is not out. It's still considered active. And so a fire is considered out when it is cold black and it's cold and safe to touch. So if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. So as long as there's heat in there that's too hot to touch, then we need folks to continue to put water on that area and continue to stir that area up using those hand tools to ensure that that area is cold and safe to leave. Because as we mentioned, as long as there's heat in there, then there's reburn potential.